Hey everybody, Paranormal Video Gamer here, and this is going to serve as my review for Mouse PI for Hire. I ended up buying, obviously, the physical edition, as you guys can see. I bought the Mouseburg edition, which has a whole bunch of really cool stuff in it. If you guys have seen the unboxing video, Parawife actually unboxed the whole case and everything in it, and it is one of the coolest things I've ever bought. And not a bad price point, I might add. $50 for a physical edition, which I think the digital version they wanted $60, so I can't complain. Now, I will say the game is very unusual, to say the least. So you could probably tell from the artwork, okay? And yes, I did buy it for PS5. You can tell by the artwork, it's very different visually. And it's made by Playside and Fumi Games. And let me tell you, they did a phenomenal job on this. I am having so much fun playing this. I have literally put, right now, about 3 hours into the game. And I'm only at about 20% of the game. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it's only 3 hours. You're at 20% of the game. It's not really that far. But I'm going to tell you something. A long time ago, there was a game that came out that kind of reminded me of this. And I loved that game on PS2. I still think it's one of the most fun games I've ever played. That's a first-person shooter. And it's not like Call of Duty. It's not like some of these other ones. The game is called 13. And if you played the original 13, you know how well it was received by a lot of people. A lot of fans loved that game. Even I, to this day, if I can put it on and play it, I do so. It's a lot of fun. But this game also reminds me of 13. Because of the way that they've done the characters, the way they've done the models, the way they've done everything in the actual game itself. This game, it has this own kind of like flow to it. And some of the animation, I'm going to tell you right now, is brutal. There is a gun that you get, and I don't know what it does. I think it's an acid gun. I'm not 100% sure. But you load it up, and you fire it on an enemy. And as whatever this white substance is, I think, like I said, I think it's an acid gun. As the enemy is taking the acid, again, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to call it acid for the time being. As the enemy gets hit with this acid, you slowly see it do damage to the enemy, and then eventually it melts the skin and the flesh of the enemy. So you see this little mouse, and then all of a sudden you see the skeleton, and it just like goes from, and then it just plops on the ground. And it's so funny when you're walking by, you see the little eyeballs following you around the room. And it's just these sad eyes that you see following your, and I just recorded a little bit of gameplay, which is about 45 minutes long. That video is coming soon. But you walk around the room and you see these little eyes following you, and they look so sad. Like, why? Why did you do this to me? And it's so funny seeing it in this particular type of game. And it just, the style, oh my god, they nailed the atmosphere in this. They made this almost like they knew that this type of game should exist. And I am so grateful they released a physical copy, because they released a digital copy a while back. But I waited and I waited, and then I heard the news that they were going to be releasing a physical version of the game with a bunch of box stuff. And, you know, I said, for 50, 60 bucks, I'm more than willing to spend the money to get a physical copy of it and get other things. So One of the cool things about this collection, I'm going to take this out real quick while I'm recording. But as I said, this is just the little sleeve case that they came with. And Pure Wife already opened this up, so she had a blast. She was telling me the other day, she goes, you know, that is really cool what they actually put in there. And, you know, yes, maybe I could have bought a digital game a little cheaper because it's been on the market for a little while. But one thing that I thought was really, really cool that they included, besides the other thing that's in here, and these are thick too. This is not like super thin. I mean, this is really thick. These postcards that they put in to this box set, this is really, really cool. I appreciate when game developers take the time to actually put little tiny things like this in the game cases. That's why I love my Terrifier game, because it comes with a lot of really cool stuff in it. So you get like a little stand, which by the way, I'm going to actually put this in the stand, and yeah, this is kind of cool. It actually has little instructions like what to do with the stand and whatnot. But this is what really made me want this collection more than anything. And when I saw this, I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is. It is literally a 45 record. And it's so cool. It actually has like all the artists. It's got actual music on it. And it's a record. I'll show that real quick. It's an actual record that you get with this particular version. So I'm recommending that you guys get this, because this is really cool. Let me take this out of the sleeve real quick. But yeah, that's an actual record. It's got a little bit of a dust thing on it, but yeah, that's an actual record. An actual record is actually in a video game case. Now, I don't own any vinyl. I used to when I was younger, but I got rid of it because it was obsolete. I never listened to vinyl records. This is going to go into the collection, and it's going to stay in this sleeve, and it's going to stay in this case. And I'm sure that over the years, it's going to go up in value because it's something unique. So, if you can, get the Mouseburg edition, because I'm telling you, it is worth the $50. I'm actually going to get a second one if I can, because again, this game is such an amazing game. This is my game of the year. You know, a lot of people loved Cuphead. I know a lot of people that loved Cuphead when it first came out because it was so unique, the art style, and I thought it was a really good game. Never got a chance to own it, but I did share play it with a friend of mine. I've been waiting for it to go on sale and actually find a physical copy of it. But with this reminds me so much of the Cuphead type of thing, where it's a game, it's unique, it's awesome, and I highly recommend you go get it if you can get it. I mean, like I said, $50. Not only do you get the game, but you get like a lot of really cool stuff with it, the record. And again, the unboxing for everything that's in it is in the other video, which I will link below. But in terms of the game, graphics, sound, gameplay, fun factor, overall presentation, this is a 10 out of 10, guys. Even with like all the crap that came out in the very beginning about how certain enemies go through walls and, you know, then they reappear and stuff like that. Even if that's the case, which I haven't experienced that on PS5, but I understand some people have. This game is freaking fun. It's hilarious. It's got points of it that are just really funny and really disturbing, but in a good way. And I kind of feel like this is an underrated gem. This is a game like Cuphead. This is a game like 13. This is a game like Tainted Grail, which is another game I eventually want to get, but I want to see if they release a physical version, because they did. They released a digital version, and then they also did a physical version. I'm trying to find one that is a physical version but it's very hard to track one down. So if you do spot one, please let me know. But yeah, this is fun. This is one heck of a game. Highly recommend. Go get it. 10 out of 10. Easy. 10 out of 10. And I don't give 10s out very often, but this game is really cool. And this game is a lot of fun. And if you love video games and you love the old school Mickey Mouse type of feel, and you love the way that certain games feel when you're playing them, this is that type of game that I highly recommend you get. You will love it. I love it. Again, I'm going to get a second copy of it just because I can and just because it's awesome. So that's my review for Mouse PI for Hire. And yeah, again, 10 out of 10, guys. Straight up. Thanks for watching.